For decades, the trajectory of the Japan Air Self-Defense Force has been defined by a complex technological paradox. While the nation possesses a world-class electronics and manufacturing sector, its aerial defense capabilities have largely remained tethered to platforms designed and controlled by the United States. From the licensed production of the F-4 Phantom and the F-15 Eagle to the collaborative yet restrictive development of the F-2, Japan has operated within a framework of strategic dependency. The acquisition of the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II represented the apex of this dynamic. While the F-35 offers unrivaled stealth and network capabilities, it operates as a technological black box. The software source codes are sealed, preventing Japanese engineers from freely integrating domestic weaponry or modifying electronic warfare protocols to suit the specific threat environment of East Asia. This inability to independently upgrade the platform without foreign authorization has long been a point of friction for Tokyo defense planners who prioritize operational sovereignty. The Global Combat Air Program, or GCAP, marks a decisive break from this historical trajectory. By merging the British-led Tempest program with Japan's FX project, Tokyo has not merely joined an international consortium, but has secured a position as a foundational architect of Generation 6 air superiority. The strategic core of this partnership does not lie in the airframe or the engine, although those are critical, but rather in the domain where Japan holds a distinct comparative advantage. This domain is the advanced electronics suite, the digital nervous system of the aircraft known as the Integrated Sensing and Non-Kinetic Effects, or ISANKE, and the Integrated Communications System, or ICS. In the era of modern aerial warfare, the physical kinematics of a fighter jet, such as speed and maneuverability, are becoming secondary to its information processing capabilities. The GCAP platform is envisioned less as a dogfighter and more as an airborne command center capable of processing data quantities equivalent to the internet traffic of a medium-sized city every second. This requirement places the electronic suite at the forefront of the project's value. To manage this colossal undertaking, the establishment of the GCAP Electronics Evolution, or G2E, joint venture in 2025, created a trilateral structure involving Leonardo of the United Kingdom, ELT Group of Italy, and Mitsubishi Electric of Japan. The inclusion of Mitsubishi Electric as an equal partner in G2E is not a ceremonial gesture but a reflection of hard industrial realities. While European aerospace entities excel in systems integration and aerodynamics, Japan possesses a critical mastery of the underlying hardware necessary to power Generation 6 sensing. Specifically, the Japanese semiconductor industry leads the world in the development of gallium nitride power amplifiers. These components are essential for the next generation of active electronically scanned array radars, allowing them to operate at higher voltages and temperatures than legacy silicon-based systems. By utilizing Japanese gallium nitride technology, the GCAP radar can achieve greater detection ranges and stronger electronic attack capabilities while maintaining a smaller physical footprint within the nose cone of the aircraft. This technological synergy addresses a critical vulnerability seen in previous European joint ventures where political work-share arguments often overshadowed technical competency. In the case of G2E, the division of labor appears to follow a logic of comparative advantage. The United Kingdom and Italy bring extensive experience in electronic warfare spectrum management and sensor fusion from the Typhoon program, while Japan provides the high-power sensing hardware and miniaturization techniques required to fit these systems into a stealth airframe. The goal is to create a multi-function radio frequency system that integrates radar, electronic warfare, and communications into a single architecture, eliminating the traditional separation of sensors that increases pilot workload and reaction time. However, the path to a fully operational ISANKE system is fraught with significant hurdles that require objective scrutiny. The primary challenge is the integration of divergent industrial cultures and security protocols. The formation of the overarching industrial body, the GCAP International Government Organization, and the commercial joint venture led by BAE Systems, Leonardo, and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries attempts to streamline decision-making. Yet, the history of multinational defense projects, such as the Eurofighter Typhoon, suggests that bureaucratic friction is almost inevitable. Japan operates under strict information security laws and has a distinct procurement timeline driven by the aging status of its F-2 fleet, which is scheduled for retirement in the mid-2030s. The United Kingdom and Italy face different budgetary cycles and threat perceptions, primarily focused on the European theater. Harmonizing these disparate requirements into a single, cohesive software architecture for the ISANKE system will be the true test of the alliance. Furthermore, the financial implications of developing a Generation 6 electronic suite are astronomical. The cost of developing the software code alone, which is expected to utilize artificial intelligence to aid pilot decision-making, will likely run into billions of United States dollars. More critics argue that the complexity of the ISANKE system risks delays that Japan cannot afford, given the rapid modernization of the People's Liberation Army Air Force and its deployment of the J-20 and development of the J-31. Unlike the purchase of off-the-shelf American equipment, GCAP offers no guarantee of a fixed delivery date or a fixed price. The partners must navigate these financial risks while maintaining domestic political support for a defense budget that has already seen historic increases. Despite these risks, the strategic payoff for Japan justifies the gamble. The true value of the ISANKE project lies in the concept of freedom of modification. Unlike the F-35, where Japan is a user, in GCAP, Japan is an owner. This means the Japan Air Self-Defense Force will possess the source code and the intellectual property rights to modify the electronic warfare library of the aircraft overnight. If a new frequency is detected from a hostile naval radar in the East China Sea, Japanese engineers can update the threat library of the GCAP fleet immediately without routing the request through Washington or waiting for a scheduled software block upgrade. This agility is paramount in the modern electronic order of battle, where threats evolve on a weekly basis. Moreover, the collaboration serves as a revitalization program for the Japanese defense aerospace sector. Through the Japan Aircraft Industrial Enhancement Company, a consortium representing the broader supply chain, the know-how generated from the ISANKE program will diffuse into the wider Japanese economy. Technologies related to sensor fusion, high-speed data links, and AI-assisted decision-making have applications far beyond the military sphere, potentially benefiting the autonomous driving and commercial robotics sectors. In conclusion, the Japanese participation in the ISANKE and ICS development is not merely a component procurement strategy, but a geopolitical declaration. It signifies a maturation of the US-Japan alliance into a more autonomous form, where Tokyo contributes to the global security architecture with its own technological mass, rather than solely relying on American protection. By securing the role of the brain builder for the GCAP, Japan is ensuring that its future air superiority capabilities are defined by Japanese strategic necessities, built upon Japanese industrial precision, and ultimately, under Japanese sovereign control. The success of this endeavor will depend on the ability of Mitsubishi Electric and its partners to navigate the friction of international collaboration, but if successful, it will position Japan as a Tier 1 aerospace power for the remainder of the 21st century.